Oh wait, that was a tough one tonight. I just finished up at VRMA Martial Arts. I think this is my 4th session now. I've had a little bit of a break going over to CryptoCon, and then I missed last week. I thought after having such a long break away from the family, I'll spend some time at home, which is an interesting thought. So this is episode, what did I say this was, 4 or 5? And no thoughts going into this one. Actually, when I got there, it started because there wasn't very many people, and it was 1:15. So I thought maybe I didn't see Carl. So there was thoughts of like, oh, maybe I've got the date wrong, or there's been some changes because these guys do comps and things like that. Maybe they're having a week off, etc, etc. And then like really close to 1:30, everybody started to turn up. So I was like, cool, got myself ready. And then somebody that I went to Max College of Fitness, that's where I studied first before I went to AUT. He turns up, and I've seen him in a couple of photos over the past few weeks, I think from the MMA class that Carl posted, and we vibed, man. And funnily enough, we ended up partnering together, and he was really good. He was really good at knowing my limits, pushing me, just reading off my energy. And you know, I did the same to him. He man, got some amazing power behind those kicks. I wouldn't like to cop one of those. That was awesome session. Grabbed a photo with him at the end, and we, you know, had a small chat and caught up on life and projects that I'm doing. It was quite interesting to observe the character of Guiche. And you know how certain characteristics and habits, you know, him telling him more about what he does, almost like an approval thing, or looking for validation. But I watched it and observed it. It was quite funny. Anyways, that was yeah, it was a good session overall. I mean, most of that session, I would say a good amount of that session, I had my awareness muscle on and was seeing the normal characteristics and habits, the victim cards come out, the tell a story, tell it why, you know, all that sort of stuff, especially when it got hard, especially when I felt gassed, or Guiche the character felt gassed. There's still that voice, there's still that witnessing presence, watching that voice. There's layers to this. So observe it, and see, who are you being? Who are you? Who are you being? It's the best advice I could give you in this episode. Anyways, it's been a minute. I would like to thank you guys and girls again for you know, following the journey. I trust you guys are taking stuff away from this. Just like I said to my spiritual coach earlier this week, you can't stress about things. Like today's session, you could take it as a negative, you could take it as a positive, depending on where your awareness is, and you know, are you identified or lost in the character of Guiche, or your name obviously, or are you the witnessing presence, consciousness, spacious consciousness if you're an Eckhart Tolle fan. I am God, the same energy and life force that powers everything in this world. That's the big difference. So yeah, just thank you guys for following. I'm gonna do a few more sessions. This will be halfway, at VRMA Martial Arts, and I'm actually going to test myself. Next week I'm going to jump into the Taekwondo session straight afterwards, and just see what comes out of me there. The character is getting used and comfortable to do this class, even though he's gassed, but I feel like doing something back to back is only going to keep me out of my comfort zone, and seeing the unconscious programming, the thoughts, the things that you can't see, which is prisoning. Prisoning, is that a word? Imprisoning you, consciousness. So yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to direct DM me on Facebook Messenger, Instagram. As long as you haven't got like some sort of crazy profile picture and name, I should definitely get back to you within at least 24 hours. Or feel free to chuck it in the comments below and I'll answer it in my next video. Love and light, guys and girls. I appreciate you. Us.